right. Yeah. On that note, let's just do a quick around the horn like we did at the start, just to remind everyone who everyone is and what we're playing. So let's start with Che from the top.
All right. I will be playing Håkon Sigdriksson, a pirate thief from the Whiskingen Isles.
Beautiful.
Okay, so I'm Ed. I'm playing Kalamanos, fortune teller. He's a seer. He's from the capital of Arkontos.
Nice. Parquet.
Galathrax is a priest of... Fuck, I had it here a second ago. Mitra, and is also from the capital of Arkontos.
Beautiful.
Orpheus, the foreign, is ex-Batari soldier witch serving Kaerion.
With a Raven familiar, right?
Yeah, with a Raven familiar.
Awesome. And Rafferty?
Yes, and I am Istvan Holmgard, also from the Muskegon Islands, but a better one than that guy over there. and yes, and I have a bow and a lot of axes. A lot of axes.
Jeez, that's a lot of axes.
I can only hope it's enough.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so let's get ready to begin the very first session of the Halls of ArdenVulgaris. So it takes about little less than half a day to leave Veducaster, aka Gosterwick, and arrive at the edge of the massive cliffs and waterfalls that begins the ascent up to Arden Vul. If you're looking in Miro, you can kind of see the giant cliff face illustration listed above. You can see that the old road from Veducaster has kind of gives way and kind of recovers and gives way again because this road has been not really used in a very long time. There is a ruined watchtower out maybe a stone's throw from you, so let's say a solid football field, 100 yards away. The roar of this falls, as this is a 1,500 plus cliff, is just deafening. The closer you even get from here will be measurable in terms of your ability to communicate. You're basically already shouting at this distance. So I mentioned the watchtower. There is a set of stairs that sort of carves its way switchback-like up the cliff face that nests between two massive colossi statues. One is a female in sort of, you imagine Roman centurion garb, and the other is an ambiguous figure, cloaked, holding a staff, both worn by time and mist-shrouded from the, wash of the waterfall. It's about midday. It's probably going to take you to go up the cliff. It will probably take you a few hours if everything goes well. But yeah. What would you like to do?
Kalamanos, looking at this enormous stair, but it looks like we're going to have to traverse.
Yeah.
He's going to pull out some knuckle bones and dice that he's got in a little pouch, and he's going to get out his dagger and he's going to make a sort of circle on the ground. He's going to kind of throw the dice. He's going to attempt to to read the omens in order to give himself a luck token.
Nice, good, and
so I think
perfect. All right, and then on that note, everybody should roll initiative. This is not combat. This is actually I should have done it right at the start. Everybody needs to roll initiative right now. You add dexterity because everyone acts in a crawling round initiative order. This is important to keep track of how many actions, if someone's not trying to do too many things in a single turn, that kind of stuff, as rounds tick down and the like. Initiative is a D20 system plus
it's
dex.
D20. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
All right. And the way it works is whoever rolls highest that's where initiative is going to start in the Discord order. You can imagine we're all sitting around a table, right, in the Discord order. And so then the person below the person who rolled the highest will be going after you, and then it'll just cycle to the top, right?
It looks like it's going in the order that we are in already.
Yes, it is going in the order there.
Yeah. Okay. So Che had the highest, right?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Cool. So I think I'm going to honor Ed's move here first. This will be the end of the very, last turn of initiative, which is kind of this freeform thing before I said. So then after that, we'll kind of follow that order if we need to. So yeah, go ahead and roll those bones.
So I need to. It's a DC 9. I'm going to get. I get +3 for my wisdom.
Nice.
So let's try. Give me a luck token. No, the gods are not smiling upon me.
No. Okay. All right. So it's failed.
I'm confused by the shape of the what I've seen, and I feel disquiet.
Yeah.
At what the day might hold for us.
The gods are silent as we begin our trek.
Why have they forsaken me?
All right. So now we can begin the initiatives and an action here. So again, to remark, there is some strange watchtower that lies in ruin nearby, and there's a stairs leading up. There's too much mist and stuff going up the stairs to give yourself a really good sight of of anything on the stairs, but they definitely do zigzag up, and you can see at the top of the cliff face the ruined guard towers, and even make out the top of this massive sort of pyramid structure that sits inside the city. There were some famous rumors in the book, in the player's guide, if you wanted some additional help or guidance. But other than that, you have to rely on your wits and your metal, your mettle and metal to survive.
Håkon will stand as he scoops some water from the pond and runs it over his greasy hair. This is no time for games, man witch. Shall we get on with it, or shall we gamble?
After you, my friend. Do you propose the stairs? Or would you like to examine this watchtower?
Let's check the watchtower. Don't want any danger coming behind us.
Anything else from other people, or we want to just regroup on?
Which is the structure of the watchtower on the map? Because I can see the two statues. I don't know how to ping. I don't know how to ping. Is there a way to ping this?
I know. I wish there was like a shift or something like that, but
okay. So here are the statues, and here's the stairwell, and here's the waterfall. This is the watchtower?
Correct. I'm going to circle it in red.
To the top, unless there's a secret passage underneath it.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, we're here. We might as well check it out. Maybe there's loot.
Yeah. The tower is sun-baked in appearance, but damp, otherwise damp from the bits where the falls hit it. The upper levels have clearly been collapsed. The appearance of carved columns are in the rubble, as well as cement and iron, indicating that this is probably a more modern construction. And lastly, there's remember rumors from Vettercaster that this watchtower is to be avoided and is cursed. But yeah, otherwise,
that's they tell people to keep away because of the money. Anyway, hey, you guy who threw all the dice and found out that the gods are silent, you should go in first, because if something bad happened to you, no one would care.
Please, I'm but an old man. I'm not cut out for these sorts of ruined watchtower exploration. I think perhaps you should go first.
Well, I'm tired of living.
Rumors I've heard is that this tower is cursed. I mean, if you wish to explore it, be my guest.
But aren't you supposed to be able to tell what curses are? What makes this curse? It's just a ruin.
I propose we ascend the stairs, perhaps.
Well,
But,
I,
if
it's
you think
class.
perhaps there's treasure here, perhaps you should look yourself, my friend.
I will go poke around the ruins
Oh.
to see if there's anything of interest.
Sure.
While he does that,
Fear
if
curse.
I may intercede, I see we heard a rumor that a popular priest of Mitra was abducted, taken, killed. I don't know, somewhere in the vicinity of the stairs. Now, I don't know if that's the bottom of the stairs or the top of the stairs, but I would like to check out. We can do it also on our way to the tower. I have nothing against the tower to check out if we can see any goatman footprints. I suppose that they would be like goat hooves on the ground.
Sure.
So as we go to the tower, I'm in for the tower, but I want to check around to see if there's tracks, some kind of a skirmish or something, any small lead. And I am a wolf child, so I should be quite good at this.
Yeah, there's tracks all over this area. Most of them by boot print, some by hoof, perhaps by like some goats. The closer you get to the walls, you can definitely see that there are some kind of goats scaling the walls, doing like kind of like that mountain goat jumping kind of stuff. But as far as like direct leads or anything like that, there's nothing.
If the ground disturbed in any way, so it would indicate a fist fight or I don't know.
Yeah, I would say it's indicative of, you know, based on your background and things, that, you know, this has been marched on by many boots, right?
So no drag marks.
No.
Just footprints.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then anything outside of that around are some more sporadic boot prints and then some hoof prints as well, right? The goat kind of prints. So, well, activity, but not really kind of going anywhere. Maybe it kind of goes off to the sides of the cliffs into brush, and then at that point, if you want to pursue that, then we can start doing checks, right? But right now, it kind of just leads off into, you know, the marching kind of leads into.
I'm all for the tower. I mean,
yeah,
the tower is on the way. Let's do the tower.
Yeah,
I'm willing to take front. I'm a pretty battle-hardened veteran with pretty dexterous, so I don't mind taking the front.
Okay.
With my ginormous 4 HP, yeah. So as we approach these towers, do we hear? Oh, we don't hear anything because of the falls, right?
Correct. So you're talking about you're approaching the ruin tower, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Right.
Wait. Here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear anything from this distance. In fact, one of the first oddities that's going to happen from Istvan, you're going to hear sort of the way the water hits even the ruins of this tower, and and like the mist, it almost creates sort of like an echo off the acoustics of this tower, kind of jiggle or vibrate the stone, and kind of gives it this sort of ethereal sound that's kind of disturbing. It's a very like kind of low thrum.
This does seem like a bad place, my friends.
Yeah. Oh, well. Do you want to just sleep in the town, or do you want to have an adventure? I don't know. I vote for the towers, so.
Tower's cool with me.
I don't think anyone's paying us to sleep.
Yeah.
No.
Right. Yeah. Well. Isvan has already indicated that we're going to that tower and sort of wants to look around. Everyone else is kind of agreeing. I know that Morpheus, you flagged that you want to check out the area outside the.
I mean, as long as we're here, I mean, that's going to be a long climb, and plus the people upstairs are going to throw rocks at us, so that's not going to be fun.
Yeah. Cool. I can tell you, looking into the watchtower. So I'm going to say one turn is effectively passed as we kind of move on, unless no one else got a chance to talk and they wanted to add something. Yeah, so I'm gonna say about a turn has passed. You kind of go into the watchtower. Like I said earlier, the watchtower's basically one floor covered in rubble. Looking around, there's nothing of obvious value. This place kind of gives this low thrum, based just on the vibrations of the waterfall and the rock and the mist. It's unsettling to be here. Do you want to spend a round? It would probably take a round of like thorough investigation of this place to see if there's like really anything to be found. But I'm just kind of giving you the cursory, examination. Nothing's in hiding. Nothing's in, anything like that.
I go see his curse. It looks fine to me.
Sorry, Eric.
Yes.
Do we need to declare
yeah.
actions in initiative order here, or do we?
Oh yeah, that's right. There's an initiative order.
Yeah, I would like to try to do it by initiative order. It's kind of awkward for given that it's kind of a loose conversation kind of game. But if there ever is an order of operations problem, we resort to that order. Does that make sense? I feel like that's sort of the easiest way to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I know what I want to do, but I don't want
Yeah.
to jump on anyone's toes.
I feel like playing at a table, it's really easy for my head to just look at the first person and then go down, and kind of like it's pretty easy to flag, like if you have something to say or not, but rather than being online. But I think it's fine. I think it'll work.
Håkon will slip his hatchet from its leather strap on his hip and scout the area surrounding the tower. Steel can cut through men and goats, but steel has no effect on spirits.
Kalamanos would like to cast a spell.
Yeah.
He would like to cast a spell Chant, which lets him see invisible and hidden things, although they are plainly visible.
Oh yeah.
So for spellcasting, it's D20, and for a seer, it's plus my wisdom, plus I have +1 for being a capitalized. So I get +4 to my DC checks for this for my spellcasting check.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and roll?
Yeah, have at it.
So 9.
I don't think that's enough.
No, I think I need 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the second failed roll for you.
I'm the only one who's rolling, and I'm failing.
So, it's 10 plus the tier of the spell, I think, is the difficulty. So you're even short by 2. Yeah.
Tier 1.
So instead, whether the gods aren't listening.
I begin a chant. I begin an unearthly chant.
Yeah.
But it reveals nothing to me, or it doesn't. I don't know if I would know if it hadn't worked, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I presume I would know it hadn't worked, but yeah.
Okay, well, the priest says there's nothing here hidden. That's good enough for me. Because I think I'm next. So, but yeah, I am just.
Not.
I'm not next.
I don't know. Am I next then, or
Farcat.
is Farcat?
I don't see the initiative tracker.
The initiative tracker is Discord. It's the alphabetical order of Discord.
Oh, I thought we were doing numbers.
We roll.
Yeah, and Hakon scored the greatest.
Yeah. So what happens is when you roll the number, we're rolling to see who gets highest, and that's where we start the clockwise order of initiative. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. That's just the high roller is just the highest. It's not segmented like that. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
All right,
Yeah.
well,
And in this case,
I will wait.
Yeah, in this case, it was actually conveniently Che, so we could just go down the list before cycling up again. So now it's Farcat's turn, Galathrax.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll start searching around the inside of the tower.
Nice. Yeah, so spinning around, you think you start examining some of the rubble around, and you can see that some of the space of the rubble is kind of indented maybe a little bit. Maybe that's where you're going to start looking. And yeah, you just kind of need a hand removing some of this rubble, and I'll reveal it if anyone helps you, or otherwise just at the end of the turn.
I'll help him. I'm next.
Yeah.
I'm next. I want to do that, so I'll help him.
Nice. Cool. Yep. So, two of you are furiously kind of moving some of these stones around here, out of the way. You see the signs of perhaps some sort of like old wood, and even more something like inlaid stone that's sort of inlaid in the ground. Could it be a hatch?
I mean, I'll help too. I was just waiting my turn.
Yeah. Yeah. So the three of you get to rifling around, and what thought to be a hatch is confirmed, as there is an old locked hatch leading towards the basement of this ruin. This circular diameter tower is probably like 30 feet radius, like 10 meter kind of radius around. In other words, like 20-meter diameter tower. Pretty standard Imperial Army size. They would have sort of a storage something below, that sort of indicating that this is same design. But it's clearly the lock is still on it. You can see it's the standard Imperial cast iron lock where you put the key in it. Obviously, there's no key.
That'll be it for me.
Yeah.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard because it would have to lift upwards because it's a hatch. So the hinges should be on this side. So we just have to dismantle it.
Yeah.
I assume I will go through the crawler kit. I'm assuming we don't have any tools like that.
Crowbar, dude.
Crowbar. Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's get the big guy to do it.
Yeah.
Do you have a crowbar though? The crawling kit doesn't have a crowbar.
Hawkgun has a crowbar.
Nice. That is a good thieves' tools. That's the poor man's thieves' tools.
I mean, can't the thief try and pick the lock as well?
Yeah. No. So I will share this as you're thinking about this. As a GM, one of part of this game is I want to avoid giving you additional things to ponder, but also I'm deciding whether or not to tell you yes, because Rafferty, Isvan, you're spot on about why would something be locked with the joists and stuff on the outside.
Well, it would have to lift upwards because to open downwards would require a much more elaborate mechanism.
Right.
That's true.
I know, but I'm explaining then what is the purpose of somebody locking?
The purpose, as Calabanis would point out, is to keep something in.
It is a telegraph, gentlemen.
Yeah. Like money. All right, well, we did hear this place was cursed. If you think there's a horrible monster down there and this isn't worth opening, then we can just go take the stairs.
We can have a listen to see if we can hear anything down there.
I mean, it might be an oubliette. This might be where you throw angry. Didn't we hear a rumor there was a priest or somebody important that was executed here?
Abducted, yeah.
Yeah, they might have thrown him down there, and now he's a horrible undead monster waiting for us to open the gate so we can steal our souls.
So what? Eric, I think it would be best if you called out people. If we are doing this initiative, then it's the easiest.
Okay, no bother.
I just want to let us metagame and tactic speech, and I don't know whatnot.
Okay. You know what? That's totally fair. Thank you. All right then. Let's start with Hakon, right? So Hakon, do you want to apply your wares, or do you want to wait around and have people deliberate the next course of action?
Hakon is standing at the entrance to the watchtower. He has not crossed the threshold, sort of calling across the way to them. If something is locked in a cursed tower, we should not. I'll give you the crowbar if you want it, but I'm not opening that lock. That's, as I said, I have no qualms with ghosts. Curses, I stay away from them.
And I say I agree with Hakon. This place bodes ill. The gods conceal the secrets of the tower from my sight. I would also join him outside. But the rest of you, if you want to break down that hatch,
No, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm sold. Let's leave it alone.
You're entitled to whatever's down there, and I will join Hakon outside.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm leaving too. Bye.
Okay. I guess this is a no-go. Just one thing. I mean, I'm a witch, so. Do you think you can lock a ghost in somewhere? Just saying, as I walk out to them. If you're not pursuing this, I'm just gonna ask it. So let it float in the air. Why do you think you can lock a ghost away with a lock?
I don't think it's probably the real question is it, do we think there's money or something valuable down there? And we don't have anything. I don't have any information that says there would be something valuable, and I do have some information there might be a monster, and so I don't kill things for free.
Okay. I'm basically mercenary now, so I'm in for the money.
Yeah, we didn't hear a rumor that they were buried there with their lost treasure or something like that.
Galathrax, do you have any input?
I'm with the rest outside. I don't want to meddle around with any ghosts. I believe Mitra would not be pleased.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
We flee the tower.
Yeah. All right.
It's too scary.
Let's head to the stairs.
Unlike the Ghostbusters, we are scared of the ghosts. So, yeah. This place just rings of oddity. Your ears start to ring less, and that chill down your spine goes away upon exiting that sort of proximity to this tower and that dreadful ringing. Great. So before you is a set of stairs that will go up 1,500 feet. The other way leads towards town, so we're not going that way.
Onward, gentlemen.
The stairs then.
Yeah. The stairs are very slick. This first 200 feet from the mists of the waterfalls, but slow and steady gets you up there. What's the general marching order?
Calamanus going to go in the middle.
I'll go second.
I'll take the lead.
Take front.
Yeah, our whiskey and guy goes in the front.
Yes, I'm a Whiskin. I have no fear. I'll take the front.
And I'm in the back. I also have no fear, but I have a long range weapon.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk next to Hakon.
Okay, so it's
Or
Hakon.
second in line.
Okay, so it's Morpheus or let's see, is it going to be Morpheus or Galathrax at second?
I'll go third.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just writing it down.
How many
Who dies
can
first?
how many can walk abreast on this stair? Did you say? So
Oh, you can fit easily a set of 2 column, right? So about 10 feet.
Okay.
All right. So as we go up this first line of stairs, there's nothing.
I propose we make a zigzag.
Okay.
Marching
so
order.
so like 5 feet. Okay, yeah. So like an individual line, but taking
Like
up the whole.
F1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
except yeah, I'm gonna break the zigzag and stay far cat.
Right. That's no bother. Again, this is not a tactical grid situation or anything of the like.
It's more a
yeah.
reflection of Calamanus' approach.
Yeah, and in general, Shadowdark uses zones for combat. So like close would be at melee range, near, near is 1 move distance, relationally, and far is more than that, right? So no, don't have to worry about that
Far
too
as so
much.
far you can see, or
Yeah, the furthest range is as far as you can see, but I'm saying that proportionally far is, at least more than it's not near,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be going up the stairs. You can see these statues for their immensity of what they are. They're almost 1,000 feet tall. Back when the Empire was strong. Yeah, as you guys are going up the stairs, you're just kind of getting soaked from the mists, but otherwise nothing really superb to report. It's only when you get up the rest of the long stairs, like the next set of maybe 300. You can imagine there's sort of like 5 300-foot segments, right? 1,500 feet going up, 5 300-foot segments. Going up the second one, at the end of it, you can kind of spot what would be like an obvious rest station. Like it looks like it's rather than being a natural cliff and natural sort of cave or something like that, it is a man-made, hewn structure, approximately 10 feet wide. That's sort of like embedded into the cave face.
Actually, what would be more likely, this is probably the tax checker or whatever, because you can wait till they're halfway up the mountain, and that way they can't run away. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look down.
Or
Okay,
it's just like,
looking
or
down.
it's just like a stop station for people who get tired. I mean,
Also true, but this might be like an X-checker station or something like that. I will go poke around the cave. Does anyone want to come with me?
I will join you. My bones are feeling the strain of getting up these stairs. I wouldn't mind sitting down.
How far back does it go? Far enough out of the light?
Correct. As you approach this, this building, although I do appreciate where your head's going with this, you do get the smell of fire and cooked meat. It's too hard to hear anything. Again, the roar is in fact the loudest it can basically be at this height and this proximity to the falls.
Is anybody supposed to be here?
Well, I suppose other travellers have travelled on this stair back and forth.
Well, if it's
You're not the first adventurers to venture up here.
If it's cooked meat, they're still here.
yeah, fine.
Maybe. Can we see any light emanating from this cave at all?
Now that you're getting closer, so I would say you're within a move in distance from the entrance of this cave. I would say, yeah, you can definitely see the flickering of lights. Yeah, and in fact, you see the shadow of the wall of several. How would you describe it? Just humanoid-shaped shadows.
Horned.
It's too hard to determine from the yeah, definitely not normal heads for sure.
Do you want
but maybe multiple arms? Maybe
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do have a familiar, so he could fly and check it out.
That sounds
see what kinds of humanoids these are. I mean, I suppose the Raven can scout. That's not. How tall is this cave?
You could probably fit a wagon in it, so with a horse, so probably at least 9 meters.
Big.
Yeah, like it's a pretty big.
So I would like.
Hole. I just kind of extends
I would like,
in.
If you all don't mind, let my Raven check it out. See if it can report anything. I mean, as to the type of the humanoid, and what are they cooking? Are they cooking another humanoid or whatnot? I mean, cooked meat is cooked meat. Yeah?
That sounds very sensible.
Cooked meat is cooked meat.
Let's see what your familiar can see.
I would like to say, perhaps if the Raven can fly, he can just hop.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a bird.
Yeah, your bird can do the bird stuff. to get up there. Can you just remind me of? Can you communicate with the familiar, or can it only give you empathy, like vibes?
Yeah, just a sec. Just a sec. That is the cursed scroll one. Forgot to open it.
No.
It's always good to have the rules
Yeah.
of your class. I think it can speak common. Just let me check.
It can speak Arcantian.
Check.
That's awesome. Now keep in mind, speaking out loud here is basically impossible. I'm going to say with this proximity to the distance, you're not even going to be able to speak to somebody close to you. Or you're going to have nonverbal is like you would have to go further away to.
Yeah. I'm just checking if I have a plan.
Yeah.
With this, because it's not like.
I mean, I would say to Kalamanos,
this,
as soon as he sees the lights and the shadows, he's not gonna advance any further. He's gonna wait, and regardless of whether he knows what the witch is gonna do.
So you have a small familiar such as a raven, rat, or frog who serves you loyally. It can speak common.
Nice.
Your familiar can be the source of spells you cast. Treat it as though if it were you for determining spell ranges. If your familiar dies, you can restore it to life by permanently sacrificing 1d4 hit points.
Cool.
I don't know how I want to interpret that. So,
no, that's fine.
I mean, do I pay and then can heal or no? I don't know. But the Raven will check it out.
If it dies,
he's gonna like bob in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like bobbing in. I mean, he's not making much noise, but it's definitely so.
So
it doesn't matter.
Okay. Before
he's gonna check it out and come back out.
Cool. Before I follow up on that, does Galathrax or Isvan want to have anything to add?
That sounds like a great plan.
I'm down.
Nice. Okay. Your Raven hops, and the rest of you all kind of are bracing the back wall of the cliff face, right away from the edge as it's slippery. I imagine, awaiting the scouting report from the Raven. Well, the Raven is gone for a couple minutes, like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, and then about another minute later, you see the Raven bouncing away from the cave, out and about to take flight, and being pursued by it are its two hunters, two about 4 feet tall men in armor, but rather than being men, one has a bat head and the other one has a dog head, wearing some sort of crude Imperial Army regalia. And they are like unarmed, they're just kind of like wearing the stuff, not even wearing their helmets. They're trying to snatch it to like one of them is like about to like maybe I think one of them might even like have like a bucket or something, or was going to try to like catch it. So the two of them comes pouring out and they try to grab it. One of them probably kind of slips or whatever, right before the Raven kind of takes off and it evades it. As it's coming back to you, but they're kind of following the Raven, and the Raven's coming back to you, I guess leading the awkward introduction of these guys to you. And I would say this is probably a far range because you guys scooted back rather than being close, right? You kind of scooted back to wait the report. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah. Cool. So I think we should do. And now this doesn't mean anything, but I think we should do combat initiative just to determine order of operations.
Let's do 20 again.
Obviously, they're immediately neutral upon slipping because they just saw you, right?
So we add our dex modifier to that.
Correct. Ooh, an 18 is pretty good.
I rolled an 11.
Ooh, 20 with the modifier.
Well, I got a 21.
21.
All right, looks like the GM goes first.
Man.
Okay. Okay, so I guess the camera stays on me for this round, which then it will go to Farcat and the like. Cool. Obviously, they can't hear you or you hear them, but there is sort of a look of surprise on their face as they get up. The one with the bucket trying to capture the Raven, the dog-headed one, drops the bucket as both of them skedaddle and scurry back into the cave. So this would go to Galathrax.
Galtharax will start to approach the fire that they had cautiously.
Yeah, the fire is coming from inside the cave, and it's at this point you can't even see like the entrance of the fire and the like. Like in my head, you all are back on the staircase away from the cave.
Oh, so dark.
Let me wait. How did this? Is there a reason why this grid is where it was?
No idea. I might have accidentally done something.
Oh, I see. Okay, the other thing got moved. Okay.
So Galatrax is.
Yeah, so if we're looking at the Miro space, like in my head, you all are like somewhere here in like this red circle, right? The fire's coming from inside here. You all kind of scurried back waiting for the raven. Does that make sense?
I see. Okay.
Like that's how I see it in my head. That's what I was trying to explain.
Okay.
So you're more than a move distance
Yeah,
away
it's cool,
from it.
it's cool.
Yeah. But you can cautiously move up and get another look inside the cave and see what people are doing right now.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. You can see that they're scurrying. One of them is grabbing a spear. Another one grabs a spear. So you can kind of see that the shuffling. You can't hear anything. They can't hear anything. But one of them's kind of you see one of them is whether it's the same one, you don't know. You didn't really get a good look. If it was one of these two or if there's more. Again, like because there's no sound and you're looking off shadows scurrying around, you have no idea. More than two or like more than one, less than 100. It's like your best guess of what's going on. But yeah, so you can see that clearly there's activity, preparation, surprise is in order here.
I'll just try to keep myself hidden, I guess, from view.
Yeah. Now, nothing they've done, I would indicate, nothing done is doing hostile. They're just suspicious or anything like that, right? Like they're just, what would you do if someone surprised you that you weren't expecting, on the stairs like this, right? So, you obviously don't have rapport, so anything that they're doing seems kind of intuitive at this point.
Okay.
Cool. Morpheus?
Morpheus Morpheus knows Primordial, among other things, and these creatures look like they could be Primordial. I would like to go to a distance where they can see me, but not too near, and I will try to signal at them in if I can in Primordial mime. So we're friends. Don't fear. No fear. We just saw fire and we're cold. Yes, stuff like that. So I don't know if that's doable.
Yeah, you can
if you get
pantomime it. Yeah, you can try to pantomime. I imagine it's so that when it gets back to their turn, you can have a chance to see what they'll reply to you. But yeah.
But I'm staying at a safe distance. What is a safe distance? I don't know.
I mean, you're not going up to shake their hands.
Just like no, not directly to them, but no, I need to be in the line of sight to pantomime anything. So I would like to just get in the line of sight.
Yeah,
without weapons drawn.
Okay, that would put you within near range of the cave opening by nature of the switchback. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there so you can move up to there, but that's one move distance away from the entrance of the cave. So you're basically going to move 2 move distances.
I mean fine.
Yeah. Like logically in my head,
I can pantomime from 1 move distance or
yeah. Logically in my head, you all were 2 move distances away from the cave, right? Because if you needed to run, I feel like that's a pretty that's like the natural place you would probably start, right? To see them, you can just move up those 2 move distances, which is what Galathrax did, right? Leaving you one move distance away from the cave entrance is sort of my thought, right?
Yeah.
So you're.
I mean, if I can mime, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Without weapons.
Yeah. So your starting point is at most 3 move distances away, because you know that like if someone wanted to rush out and attack, they couldn't get to you. Is like my thought. That's kind of how far you probably were stopping, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you can just move up with Galathrax and just try to, pantomime where it's okay in whatever languages you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying Primordial since these are beasties of some sort. I don't know.
Are you wearing Imperial armor yourself? Is Morpheus
No,
wearing Imperial?
I just have normal clothes.
Yeah, because they're wearing Imperial armor, right? That's.
But I have my military insignia. So the coin on my neck. If they can see it, if they can perceive it, I don't know.
Maybe you could flash that on them. I don't know, but I couldn't communicate to you anyway. I don't think because.
Yeah, it's like outside of my shirt or whatnot. Just random clothes.
Okay. Cool. Isvan?
I'm going to hold off and wait to see if Parley exists or works.
Cool. Hakon.
And I will move up with Morpheus and Galathrax with my hands up, sort of in front of my face.
Yeah. Kalmanos.
I will continue to lurk where I am, not moving, staying with Istvan. Is that his name? Istvan?
Yeah. I got your back.
Cool.
Great.
All right. So the party is kind of separating just a little bit in terms of distance, but that's fine. All right. So 3 beastmen come out. 2 of them holding spears and shields, no helmets. A third one is wearing a fancy helmet that looks like the plumage is made of like ostrich or something, like garish. Definitely not like imperial. This one is the one wearing the helmet has a goat. So you're next to one of them is a deer. The other one's the dog that you saw earlier, and the other one comes out. So there's sort of like a group of 3, like ready to go. So the 2 non-leader ones are spear and shield, kind of like ready, while the third one, the leader, is kind of like ready to try to see what the hell you all are doing, what your intentions are. And they see that you are flagging down for peace in some strange languages to them. They're like looking at each other, you see them, they're confused, like what the hell are they, and they think that you're casting a spell, maybe, they're like ready, like to like backing up, but then nothing happens from that. And so then they make you like the Arcantian signs of like, like peace, like arms over, your head, or like hands out, kind of like, what are you, like, then the guys with the spears and shields kind of back up to let the other guy not vocalize, but you know what I mean, gesture, gesticulate to you all to about the intentions. And they're to your best impression, because you don't really know military language and you don't really know that stuff. Maybe the Spathari guy does. They're saying like peace or like parlay.
I mean, if you don't mind, I would like to gesture back the same.
Galathrax is up first.
We don't mind.
Oh, yeah. I'll put up the universal peace sign that they were putting up.
Yeah. Great.
And start approaching.
Cool. All right. Morpheus?
Yeah, I'll do the same with the peace sign, and I'll point to my military signet. Like,
do you pull out the coin?
One of you guys. So
you pull out the coin?
I mean, I'm the coin is resting on top of my shirt, so
okay.
I would just like to make it visible, not pull it out.
Gotcha.
Just gesture peace and cautiously proceed. Yeah. No weapons drawn.
It doesn't want to get misconstrued as a peace offering. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Any objections to the plan or can we just cut to the peace talks?
No, if I see the parlays working, then I will join the rest of the party.
Yeah, I think you can. The message gets chained down right from the other two, turning around, being like, "Peace, peace." You're like a politician up there, going like,
Everyone's
me
just
to
doing the
killed,
sign.
so-
Are we doing this? All right.
Yeah. "Yeah."
Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
I mean,
The smell of goat, and is the cooked meat inside the cave. Surrounding is a half dozen of these soldiers that are all stinky. Again, they're barely 4 feet tall, wearing this crude armor. While they're like defecating in the corner and like they're trying to like be kind of clean. Like the rest of their bodies aren't, but their armor is like, they take good care of it, right? They take good care. They like, they take good care of their military stuff, but the rest of their sort of camp and supplies is just a mess, is what I'm trying to say, right? So they clearly are following some sort of regiment. But even inside the cave, while it is a little bit more mute than outside, it's still very tough to hear, and you're going to have to shout. And the first thing you hear is Darble, Darble, and like the goat, hits his chest.
I hit my chest and go, Galathrax.
Nice. We don't have to be in initiative order for a roleplay, but yeah.
yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah.
I'll do the same.
Håkon does as well.
Sorry. So you're making introductions with them.
Yeah.
Or not painted, chiseled into their armor are sort of some sort of crude like pictographs of their regiment. They proudly point to them and say, "Dog." And the other animals all say dog, and point to theirs like it's a point of pride. They're
Okay. So it seems like they don't understand our Kantian, or they only got
simple. Simple stuff. The leader seems to be the one who probably has most of their wits.
Could I try and introduce myself in Mithric, which is the other language I know?
Yeah.
Do they register at all? So
Yeah.
my name is Kalamanos in Mithric. Please.
Yeah. So you speak the old words, the old Latin to them, and they are shocked that you know this and say, "You know the witch tongue."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Perhaps it'd be
Ooh.
easiest for us to converse.
Oh, they say, they kind of, so whatever sort of geniality and hospitality they were offering initially has been doubled.
Oh, nice.
At this point, so they move out of the way. They're like, "Oh, witch tongue," and they pull out like the extra little bits of like their wine and stuff, and they bring it over to you and bring it to and kind of share it around the group here.
Tell me, why do you call it witch tongue, my friend?
You speak the old tongue. It's the tongue of our mother.
Your leader.
Leader. Mother. Like
Mother.
I'm leader. She's mother. You can see that when Darka,
It's an high IQ, man.
yeah, when you see this, like you see like Darble when he says this is like looking around at everyone else to make sure that the power is very clearly him, and then mother is different. Like clearly they have some sort of very intricate, very intense power structures, and so like don't like diminutizing the leader is something you don't do to them, right? Whether that's the mother or this guy talking to. It's like clearly like that hit a bad nerve. But not like they're going to be super aggressive with you. They just think you're dumb.
Apologies. I'm sorry, Darwin.
No.
I don't.
It's okay. You'll be guest. You'll meet mother.
Okay. Where is mother?
Oh, below. You can come with us.
How far below?
About half day.
Off day. See, we were seeking the heights. Actually, we were going to explore the ruins at the top. And why are you in this cave? What's your objective here?
They ask you like, what is the objective? They're like, seize goat. Like what? Like they look at you like, what do you... No, we patrol for goblin. Yeah, they all spit. They give the sign. They give this the sign of the cursed tongue when they say goblin, and they say it though in like the Mithric term, like goblinus, and then like and they spit. Like they hate goblins.
As well.
Yeah.
As well. Goblins.
Yeah, they hate goblins.
Have you killed many goblins?
Many. Baboon too.
Baboons.
Yeah.
Håkon, not understanding Mithric, spits when they do as well, and sort of cheers his wineskin, thinking that it's some sort of.
I am gonna translate this back to the rest of the party, I think, rather than having a one-way conversation. If there are things that people want to
actually,
ask.
I feel like goblinus is probably something everyone knows because it's probably a slur for goblin.
Okay, goblins. We all spit.
Yeah, like used in the modern parlance.
Spit,
yeah.
Fuck this.
So they're pausing. Right, Darbal's pausing here about you're like, we have different intentions, right? When you bring that up, and they're thinking, you should change. You come with us. I think it's best if you actually come with us and meet, Mother. She would want you. Yeah. And then, the other ones are like, yeah, take him to Mother.
What would she want us for?
Yes.
To talk?
Yes.
Hospitality.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you can be useful.
Useful for what?
You can ask Mother. She had. She said to keep an eye. She told Darbal to keep an eye out for clever ones, sunwalkers.
Maybe they need someone to read to them if they're semi-intelligent. Like I'm like whispering to his ear.
Yeah. The deer folk has this weird teeth, like they have human teeth, and when they smile, and they're like, "Yes, read to them," and like laughing at that in a very bad way. The vibes of seeing Mother is not good. So what I'm trying to like, they're not good at hiding that, right? Like they're
trying to lure us.
Exactly. You should get the impression they're trying to lure you by this, because they're not as clever as they think they are.
I'm going to ask what's your mother's name?
Dano.
If that's not Dano. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they can't spell it. So what am I doing? They can't spell.
I'm gonna
Dano.
Dano. Okay.
No, Dino. like mother, and like they agree, like and it de-escalates. And power structures, man, very real.
Well, it's a very kind offer.
Yeah.
That you make there, my friend Darbal.
Yeah.
But our intention for the moment is to ascend the stairs. Perhaps we could meet your mother, the Dino, at a later date. If you would perhaps tell us where to find her, and we would come back.
No, that won't work. No, but we will let you go this time. Witch Talker.
That's much appreciated.
Hi, Khan. And like they remember everyone's names and then give like a respect to all of you. Without saying it, what I'm trying to convey, because they're too dumb, but you would understand what they're doing here, is the rights of their hospitality prevent them from drawing arms against you right now. Right.
Okay.
And similarly, if you did that to them, though, that's really fucked. Like you know what I mean? Like this is transcultural. Like if you break bread with somebody, you shouldn't kill them or like get into a kind of this fight kind of thing, right?
So he says,
is there kind of a universal thank you sign or something?
Yeah,
for the hospitality. I mean, much obliged or something like that. I would like to show it then.
Right. I assumed that we expressed the forms and whatever when we broke bread and stuff to eat. They say so instead, I think what's going to happen though is Darble will convey the effect, right? They'll let you go this time, but if they ever see you again, or any of his friends see you again, they're going to not be lenient to strangers, right? They will insist. Next time we will insist. And then again, like the animal heads with the human teeth smile, like for a second, like a flash second. It's scary, man. Right? As the rest of them go back to like polishing their boots and their armor and eating a bit of the lamb with their spear.
Would I now?
Yeah.
Assessment wise, I'm a soldier.
Yeah.
Would I be able to recognize the armor and how good is it? And
yeah. Oh, totally.
Basically, give it a number between 1 and 20. So.
Yeah. So this would be a version of the not Loricum Segmata, the second one, the heavier one.
The heavier one.
Oh no, this is Segmentata. This is Segmentata. Yeah, not Hamada. So yeah, this will be Segmentata, and actually based on it, it's definitely the old age. This is something that like your great grandfathers would wear. This is definitely the type of armor last seen from the Imperial conquests of the area. Like I'm giving that to you because you would know that it's Spathari, right?
Okay. Yeah. I will share that with the group once we clear them.
The armor that they're wearing looks to be in the old style, and I would also add that it looks to be like this was reproduced recently in the old style.
So they could be manufacturing it or buying it from someone.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's the other part.
I would
some buttons are
yeah.
Like the cloak clasps are just like knobs on the armor and not clasps. Like you know what I mean? Like there's things that are like symbolic. Like the person like made them symbolic because they were there rather than functional. Yeah. Like that's what's giving it away. Like there's some parts there that are just like they just put that, or like why is that pauldron entirely seal? Like that kind of stuff. You're like they're given the impression of old armor.
Yeah. Okay. But it's functional to the same level as the old armor.
Yes.
I mean, it works just as
Exactly. Just some of the trappings. Yeah, I'm just describing aesthetics to give you some details.
Yeah. Okay.
And Jerry, this cave that we're in.
Yeah.
Could we see whilst conversing? Can we see any other exits from this cave? Is it just a room in a?
It's just a room. It's about. I would say probably like 50 feet wide or so. Whatever used to be in this place has been broken and demolished into just entirely just detritus. That being said, there is that sort of fire pit that they're using for cooking and roasting, and there's a pretty hefty supply of firewood in here as well.
Okay, are there any?
They either bring it from somewhere or
yeah. Okay. Currently, one of the Beastmen soldiers is peeing on the firewood.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
So I think we should.
So can we
take opportunity to continue before they?
Yeah.
But the one thing I did want to ask Darble if he's still receptive. Yeah. You mentioned that there are goblins and baboons. Are they on the stairs? If we go further up, will we get the opportunity to kill goblins?
They get close to you and they say, "Goblin and baboon everywhere."
Okay, well, we'll keep our eyes out then.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah. Roman says, yeah. So they're gonna let you go and give you a head start. When they're done eating their lamb, the last bits of it, and pack up their camp, if they find you again, they're taking you in.
Okay. They're not.
But
move.
Yeah. Let's skedaddle.
Yeah. Let's traverse up the stairs and check if we see any more crevices of this kind. So I mean, we could be more perceptive than when we were at the bottom. We could hear better now, I suppose, and it's not a slippery anymore, or I
Correct.
suppose. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's move. Let's move up the stairs.
Let's go.
Great. So
If there is such a crack or something, I think we should take a stop and listen if we find something of this kind. So like a crack, unreasonably large crack in the stone.
sure.
I mean, because it is, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So the first thing that you're gonna spot going up the next set of the switchback stairs is some sort of similarly hewn stone alcove up on the cliff face. Again, it looks to be maybe there was a door or so for this one, unlike the one below. It has sort of like the frame built for stone for a door that's been destroyed. As far as you can tell from here, that's all you can see.
Wait, so sorry, it had a door at some point, but it doesn't have one now.
Yeah, there's a sort of like the framing
Looks like a frame.
the stone framing of another sort of like alcove, like the other position, the other
That's here or somewhere, or that's it.
You said
no,
you said it's up above us on the cliff face.
Yeah, so it's here.
Here, so okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we see any footprints that go in and out of this cave?
Is
it possible to see if the rubble's aside or it's just well traversed as anything else?
I'll give you a better one. 2 baboons run out of that door. And almost like free jump up like about 6 feet and just are scrambling up. One of them has a rat in their mouth. Or something small, maybe a cat, like some sort of small young thing. And they're scurrying up out, hooping and hollering.
I mean, I would.
Yeah. As is tradition. You definitely could.
Could we assess if there's more than 2? By the amount of noise they're making.
No, any noise that they're making is dwarfed again by sort of the sounds of the falls.
Okay.
And they didn't appear to notice us. They just
dipped out. Yeah, they dipped out with something in their mouths.
So did they stop or are they just continuing?
Oh no, they're continuing.
Like
no, they're just free climbing the cliff face. Like
okay.
Yeah, they're just totally just do not care.
Baboon bad. Lots of baboons. Do you guys want to investigate that?
The cave that they came out of?
The doorway that they came out of.
I'll lead
looks
the way
dark.
up to it.
Yeah, unlike the last one, there's no flickering of flame light or anything to give you any guidance there. It's just dark and plain. And any other context would be like, a little bit of floating mist goes by, obscuring your vision, a little bit. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll have to go right past it to get further up the stairs. So,
yeah, I mean, we are up by it, or are we in near range, or where are we?
Yeah,
you're here.
It's kind of like freehand right now for as far as you want to go. If you want to look inside the place, you're going to need a light source to move in and check it out because it's too dark from. Yeah.
So I would like to try something if the group agrees. I would like to try and cast Witchlight because I can move Witchlight in near range. So I can summon it and move it inside the cave. But it would give up our position, more or less, if I manage to summon it.
I'm just concerned about fighting baboons on a slippery stairwell.
Yeah.
I think that's my only. If we're going to fight them, we should fight them in the. If there is anything to fight, we should fight them in the cave, perhaps, and take them by surprise. But
I mean, I was just that was just to scout out to see how far we can see inside the cave. If you guys want to just run along, I can also run along. I mean,
maybe we can do that. We should move close to the cave anyway and set a bit of an ambush. So if anything, if we lure anything out,
okay. Yeah.
potentially, but it's whether we want to do that or we want to try and proceed. But potentially, if we keep going up the stairs and baboons come out behind us, we're in not a great situation
that's
either.
my thinking.
So you wanna jump in?
No, I like your plan of trying to send your witch light in there, but I think we should move up nearer to the cave and
Set up an ambush.
up an ambush outside. Yeah,
Okay,
side
fine.
of the cave door.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, let's do it.
Cool. All right then. As far as the order goes, I feel like this will probably just take like a turn to set up the witch light and everyone get ready to move in. Right? We don't have to do every single individual action if we're.
I have to manage to cast it.
That's true.
So, yeah.
And at the start of that cast, this will also be the first light source, and then then the hours countdowns begin.
Okay.
These torches in this game last for exactly 1 IRL hour. So maybe should we take a quick pee break? Empty our bladders for a second.
Yeah.
We've been
I
playing
would
for
like a break. Yeah.
almost 2 hours.
Yeah,
So come back in about 5 minutes.
We've been playing for 1.
I'm playing for 1?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Huh? No, didn't we start at 8?
Yeah, but
Am I
I mean
crazy?
the character generation.
Oh yeah, but
I've
been at my table for 2. Sorry, it don't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
5 minutes break. Do you want to try the plan with the witchlight, or are we gonna go in with a torch?
I think Witchlight sounds
I
good.
can try and focus the witchlight, but it's like I have +2 and witchlight is DC 11, so it's a 50-50.
I just want to see you roll a dice.
Yeah.
Let's try the witch light.
Cool. So D20 plus. Can I write in the modifier?
You have to sort of do +1 plus. You have to press it a couple of times.
Yeah, I have +2, but I don't know where can I write it in.
So if you just do
I have
+1 and then +1
+1.
again, you click +1 once.
Yeah.
and click
Okay.
+1 again.
Okay,
and
yeah,
do
yeah. Got it. So should I try? Are we all here?
Yeah, go for it. Come.
Go for it.
And
Ooh.
I fail.
Oh man. Okay. 3 fails. That's fine.
We don't
I
know.
try to conjure a ball of light in my arm, but it kind of fizzles away.
Well, someone better light a torch.
I got Galathrax has a plan. He'll cast light on his grappling hook and attach it to his rope.
Clever.
Even
Nice.
better.
That's right.
Cool. All right.
Yay!
Finally, the
Figure
first
that
spell. I'm gonna give you a luck point, Galathrax. Go ahead and give yourself a luck point. You're the first one to cast a spell today successfully.
Nice.
All right. So
And I'll throw the grappling hook into the cave.
yeah. Nice.
Oh, that's gonna clang. Ooh.
Yeah. Clang, rattle, rattle. I guess you wouldn't hear the rattle, rattle with the roar. But that's fine. Okay. Peering inside, you see some cobwebs. But I think the more importantly, you can see some old wooden frames of sort of like the structure inside. It sort of extends back. It looks to be like some sort of not like an inn, but definitely like some place for like bedding or something like that. Of the like almost like a guard station. I guess would probably be the best context clues you have.
So how long does the light last?
1 hour.
Last 1 hour starting now, so pretty much 10 o'clock to 11 to the end of the session.
Okay, that's
Can
nice.
we see any other way out of this cave?
No, the light doesn't go far enough. Would probably the other thing that this room is long. It's not wide. It's like very long and rectangular. Let's say it starts being at about 30 feet wide and extends past the light source that you have down. What you could immediately see in the vicinities again are these like very old wet wooden beams, sort of like cross sectioning the sort of structure inside, giving it support. And you can see that there's sort of like collapsed, for lack of a better term, like frames for bunk beds or something like that around. It's kind of like evenly or roughly evenly spaced at this point. I think the light.
Go in?
Yeah, I think the light and the shadows are kind of getting darker and lighter, indicating there is some sort of movement inside. Yeah, you know what? What I would say is I think the light will reflect several sets of I would say 3 sets of like golden eyes in the dark, kind of like how like a cat or a dog you would see, the sort of reflections, and then you also see the reflections of glittering teeth. You can't hear them, but based on the size of the canines, those are baboon teeth.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Calathrax will
baboons
start slowly
yeah.
bringing his grappling hook back.
Yeah.
I would leave it there so we can aim.
Okay, I'll stop doing that.
So again, the baboons are not in light. Like they are like deliberately like they moved to be in the dark, like trying to figure out what the hell, like what the fuck just came into their room. They're just like, what the hell?
Do you guys want to pursue this or?
Yeah, they're not interested in it. Yeah, they're not interested in attacking, but they're definitely saying like, this is my territory in baboon.
I don't really want to get in a fight with them, maybe, but we should probably proceed cautiously and keep an eye on the cave as we proceed upwards in case these things decide to chase us up. But I'm hoping if there's 3 of them with 5 armored people, that they won't be that interested in tangling with us.
You saw 3, dude.
Let's see. Rafferty, Isfan would probably be in the back keeping watch, right?
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, I think those 2 other baboons have kind of like maybe stopped their climb and looked back and kind of seen what you're doing. And maybe I think they're not coming back down, but they definitely have stopped their pursuit and kind of turned around and trying to watch what you do. Right? Like,
yeah,
they see you.
I'll smile and wave. Hey guys, I can see you. Oh, what's this in my hand? Oh, it's a composite longbow. Funny that. Anyway, now I can see you guys. Yeah. You guys can stay over there.
While you have the bow pointed at them, they seem very blasé.
I don't point it at them.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You show the habit. Yeah. The other
guys.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's a usual show of force. Hey, it's like a salute. It's also to show that I am armed, because I could easily see 2 guys looking at one solo guy and saying, because that's what they're doing. They're looking at me saying, is it worth it? The answer is no. I don't have any money and I do have a bow.
Yeah.
I'm also not delicious.
Both the baboons put down what they were holding, whatever their meals were from inside this cave, and try to grab like a rock or something like that, and they flash it back at you, but they put it back down, and they sit down and grab their meal again. Like if you want to throw, though, we'll throw is like kind of what they're symbolizing.
We have come to terms. It's like that's the warrior code. Yeah. It's like, you guys keep eating that rat. Yeah. I'm actually jealous.
Right. The baboon. What I'm trying to point is that the baboons are not afraid of you. Is sort of the thing.
That's fine. I just wanted them to know that if they decided to start anything, it's diplomacy. It's like it's not that they can't kill me. It's that they have to decide if it's worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna get hurt trying to kill me.
Right. I mean, it's not worth it. I don't have anything.
So Do we?
Are we proceeding with the stairs then?
I think we should go up cautiously, continue to proceed up the stairs, but keeping an eye on these baboons.
Agreed.
If we are proceeding down the stairs, perhaps I would take the back, seeing I only have a throwable hand axe and nothing else, but I need to be in range. So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a
I'll ready
pretty dexterous guy. I can throw it really good, but
I'll ready my spear in
I don't
case
know how.
I'm chuck at one of these baboons.
Well, cool. They don't. The baboons don't pursue you. In fact, they probably give you a wide berth as you proceed back up the stairs and as you withdraw. They seem to be drawn more towards that other cave that you just came from before with the beastmen patrol in it. They probably smell that lamb.
Oh, let them tussle it out.
Yeah.
Shoot.
So you're lucky. You're lucky that they're.
Watch this
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Same tactic. Let's go up the stairs and see if there's anything, crevices, whatnot.
Yeah.
I will lead the way.
I will stay in the back for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Usual order.
Yeah, usual order. Okay. Hakon, about halfway up the next set of stairs, you definitely see that some of the rocks are misaligned. There's probably some sort of entrance on these cliffs. It definitely seems to be like sealed, right? And there's no obvious way to open it from other than like through force, but like you think there's some sort of hidden entrance.
I'll it's sort of like in the or in the cliff face along the stairs next to us.
Halfway up the next set, so about here.
And there's a lot of egresses. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's a lot of egresses.
Right. The rocks are like you would have, if it wasn't for your careful thieving, talent for finding hidden things. This could have been easily moved. It also kind of smells of the beastmen that you came by.
I wonder if this is where they would have taken us.
I believe they said they
We'll never know.
They
You
said
wouldn't
they were
break it?
headed downwards.
I mean, yeah.
If only you would just voluntarily submit to be their prisoners and be interrogated.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'm intrigued. I am quite intrigued. Maybe we should go back.
yeah.
Maybe
Maybe we should tell them where the baboons are.
Their hands are about to be full of baboon.
I mean,
believe
that's.
I'll run my hands along the stones, see if there's sort of any mechanism that I can find.
Yeah. Well, good thing you do. This is trapped. For sure. There's some sort of string mechanism that if you try to force open this door, you're not exactly sure what would happen. You think but you definitely see that there's some sort of mechanism connected to something else. Right? So, the mechanism's on the other side of the stone. Like, so there's no real way to know what it's connected to. But like, you feel like the kind of like the hook and the wires and like the way something would set up to be like a tripwire kind of thing, right? So you don't know you don't know what the thing is, but you know what you know what the trigger is, right?
Right.
So you could take your time, which would be another turn to just disassemble it. You don't have to roll, or if you want to do it quickly, you can roll for it now.
Do we want to do this? That's the question. I'm up to do something. We didn't do anything yet.
Parlayed.
Yeah.
The
We did do something. We haven't died.
the this door is trapped. Shall I disassemble the trap, see if we can make our way in, or continue on to the inn?
I vote to explore the if you can safely dismantle the trap, we should take a look. We should take a look.
It
Just
would be
take a
useful
look.
if there are other entrances to this place, other than the
Yeah.
pyramid. It might be useful to find them.
All right. I will disassemble the trap then. I'll spin to turn.
Nice. Okay.
I'm on guard.
You take your time disassembling it. I think the rest of you are on guard. I think a lot of the attention is drawn to the about the 5 baboons now that are sort of mission impossibling their way down the cliff face to the Beastmen patrol that's assembling below. But sort of the mist and stuff, you're not exactly sure what's going to happen yet. They haven't met, but you can definitely see that that's where the baboons are going. Clearly, they're looking for an easy meal.
Oh, they're gonna.
They're not.
Oh,
Yeah.
Even better if they're going to play with each other and not us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. You're mostly being ignored.
Hooray!
All right. So the turn goes by uneventful.
Nice.
The tripwire trigger is disabled. The door is still shut though, like jarred. You're gonna have to get a way to open it.
Before we do, can we hear any sounds coming from the other side? Is it still too loud though?
Too
isn't it?
loud.
Still-
Too loud to hear any sort of delicate sounds behind a stone door.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, yeah. I'm for opening it. I'll even give it a try. I'm fairly strong.
All right.
So
Let's see. You're not a fighter.
no. But my strength is 17.
Yeah. I think there is a risk to this, so I think you should have to roll. I think
Okay.
to pry it open.
What
Do you
do
have
I roll?
Well, hang on.
I use a crowbar. I have a
Yeah.
crowbar.
I guess the thing I'm asking, like, so behind the scenes in my head, I'm always looking for 3 things. I'm looking for: do you have the tools for the job? Do you have the training for the job? And do you have the time for the job? If you have all 3, you can probably do it without a roll, right? So now the question is, I don't think you have the
I'm
training.
ex-military and I'm
Oh, no,
strong.
you are ex-military. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. You can spend a turn to do it. That's true.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Prying shit open. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Another turn goes by. Cracks open. Yeah. The smell of feces is very strong. And just musk wafts at you all from this cave. If you had a light source, the gust of wind might have had a chance to knock it out.
Good thing we didn't.
Hekon, you
Do you
see.
want to throw the?
Yeah, I'll throw the grappling hook.
I don't know if.
I was going to say, Hagen, you see the mechanism. If this did not go well, you all would have been barraged with crossbow bolts that are like angled
We see
towards
the
the door.
crossbows.
Yeah, they're all angled and armed at the door.
Can we dismantle them and take them?
They're not.
Crossbow?
They're the mechanisms of the crossbow, but the triggers are gone and stuff like that. You can basically get a crossbow
Okay.
at 25. If you wanted to disassemble the crossbow, you can just remove the bolts and take them out, but they're not like, you can't like hold them and fire them. Like they're part of a crossbow. So what I would say is if you could you could take the parts from the crossbow and you could buy a crossbow from the store like back in town for like, let's say like a quarter of the price, right? Because
I'm not carrying it.
Yeah. You just say like crossbow parts and you can buy a crossbow for a quarter of the price. So do you want to disassemble the crossbows?
Do you guys want a crossbow?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take the bolts. I have room.
Yeah.
Why not? I'll just take the bolts. Free ammo.
Yeah.
And if no one wants the crossbows, then I'll.
How many bolts are there?
Well, there's 10 crossbows, so there's 10 bolts.
So it's one slot.
Yeah. One bolt in particular has a very shimmery sheen to it.
Ooh, can I detect magic on it? I'm a witch.
It makes your ears ring like magic does, but I think you need to cast detect magic to know what it does. Is that a thing in this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's faints. It gives hints that it's magical.
Yeah, it's definitely magical, but its properties elude you without some downtime with it.
Okay, I'll take the bolts. That's one slot. I'll take the bolts.
And if no one wants to disassemble the crossbows, then I will cut all of the strings so that they can't reuse them without repairs.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
No, good idea.
Sure. The people you made friends with, you're just sabotaging their entrance. Or, I guess maybe not friends. Yeah, that's fine.
Acquaintance.
They don't know it's us.
Yeah.
I hope they'll be killed by the things. They will
Co-workers?
strongly suspect this. They will strongly suspect it's us, I imagine.
They will.
Done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Definitely no.
It's okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
Right. Awesome.
Do you want to investigate the room or are we heading up the cliffs? This seems to be like a back door. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
If we should check out where it leads. We may need it to escape.
Yeah. Do you want to proceed through the door? I can say from here in the grappling hook and the light source, it reveals to a cave entrance that's about 25 feet wide, extending, let's say, where's that, the east? Northwest at a sort of a 45-degree angle. You can see down in the.
This.
Yeah, maybe someone should map that. And if I were you, I would not do it in the top left corner. I would probably put this somewhere in the middle of your map because you're going to be drawing towards the north. However that helps.
So like this. Wait.
Yeah. Only.
Wait, we said 25.
No,
or...
it's going the other way around. That's northeast. You want to be going northwest.
Northwest. Sorry,
it's slanted.
Sorry,
yeah, you're grand. About 25 foot wide, slanted northwest. Hewn, or like natural cave. The floors,
like
the floor is well worn, boot trodden, so there's not even like a lot of rocks around. They've all been kind of kicked off to the sides. However, it reeks of urine, and the smell of dung comes up from somewhere further inward. Yep. Your light is revealing that there is a additional exit towards the northeast, creating sort of like a T junction.
Here?
Correct, to the northeast of the T junction.
How far in?
Let's say 25 feet, but in terms of mechanics, it's like a move distance. The cave size is approximately 6 feet high, so you all can probably like kind of move in here okay. The soldiers that would normally take these routes, could fit to
something like this. I don't know.
Yeah, without it's sort of like I'm saying the cave it's 25 feet wide. Let's just say that's the average, because of course it gets wider and narrower at different parts because it's a natural cave.
Yeah, wait up.
Let's just assume
25 would make it here. That's 5 feet now because 1, 2, 3,
that's
4 and a half.
Yeah, that's the that's good.
So like this. I don't know. Something like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Here it extends like this. Or
yeah, it's a T junction, so it continues off. But that's as far as your light can reach, right? Because your light can only extend towards like a near range. So that's what I'm giving you what your near range sees. In general, moving carefully together, you move at one sort of like near range, aka like 30 feet per dungeon turn.
Mhm.
I would
I don't know
also
what Trevor.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
go on.
hang on. I just have another point of order, just so you all know, because there's 30 minutes left of the session, and if you are not in a safe way to escape by the end of that, I have an escape the dungeon roll that we take that could be bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to flag that as a possibility.
Okay. So are we just gonna remap it? We can just pedal on to the inn.
I'd say
Yeah,
so.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
die.
my vote is to continue. We know this entrance is here now, so we can always come back and investigate it later. But we probably don't want to be caught here with the Beastman patrol if this is indeed
Yeah.
where they come from.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not going to twig. They probably will twig that we've disabled their trap. But you know, I think.
I mean, they're done.
Give- give
They're
the-
just gonna set up a new trap.
given the time of day, maybe we should try and find
Yeah.
a safe place on the plateau
Let's
itself.
pedal on to the top.
Okay. So who would be the first person leaving the entrance of this cave, or who's still in the back? Still is fun.
I'm in the back.
Yeah, I'm lurking in the back as well with
All right.
Span.
Yeah, we're in the back.
I'll take.
Okay.
I'll take point.
Okay. The patrol of Beastmen, right?
No.
The dog company. They've been kind of they were marching downwards, right? From you. Just kind of occasionally kind of keeping tabs, if we ever catch you again. They're not really wanting to hunt you. But so I rolled here, and I think that they're going to they do kind of stopped and kind of are curious of what you're kind of doing. And I think they're kind of discussing really closely, sort of pointing up at you, uncertain of their intentions. Now that they've seen you all kind of moving around
Let's
up there,
pedal it.
they're like,
Where are
there's
they?
no way
Here
they
or-
a quick just my GM aside here, just imagine they're at each other there's no way they found the entrance. There's no way. Did they? No, they couldn't have done that. They're too dumb. We just met them. They're too stupid. They couldn't find it. But unless, should we, they're the big, anyways, back to you all.
Well, let's
Let's
hustle
scurry up the stairs,
before they notice. Hopefully, if they notice all of us exiting, they will just assume we didn't find it.
and we'll hug the wall.
Yeah.
So they don't see us. If they're under us, the
Yeah.
angle will be bad, and they
Idiots.
wouldn't see us. Just hug the wall.
I think their fur is less rustled when they see the cadre of you proceed up, rather than loitering around where their hidden entrance is, and they will ignore you.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, nah, yeah, they didn't find it, losers. They're yeah.
Eric, they're on their way down when they stopped, right? They
Yeah.
were going down, and
Yeah.
they just looked up.
Yeah, but they're just curiously looking up, being like, "What are these losers doing?" And because they're expecting to see you keep going up the stairs, but then you stopped and you kind of loitered around a little bit, and they're like around their entrance, and they're like, "Wait a second,"
sure.
and then you kept moving, and
you're
you're
going up or down. I was wondering if they left
down,
with the
yeah.
intention of coming back up, or if they'd left.
right. No, their intentions were to go down to continue whatever they were doing.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, probably hunting more goats or something else.
Do we see the baboons that were on their way to them?
Yeah.
I mean, if
they can see you, then you can see
us.
them. Yeah. And they're, in fact, let's also add to the fact of their decision tree of why, if they maybe are suspicious of you, should they follow back? They're while they're debating in that, a baboon jumps on the back of one and grabs their pack or tries to grab an apple or something out of their pack, and and he's like, and gets it, but the baboon runs off with whatever in his hands. This is a good telegraph that baboons will steal things from you. A pylum hurls fruitlessly at the baboon who stole the fruit.
Right, shall we proceed on then?
Yeah.
This is a crazy
to get
place.
to safe haven.
Yeah, this is just the stairs. You're not even in the city.
Yeah, it's packed.
Right.
This
Okay.
shit is packed.
Yeah, this dungeon is wild. Okay, yeah. So going up the rest of the cliff face here, There's nothing of note. No events happen. I feel like that's not true. I imagine another pack of baboons is sort of like eyeing you from like maybe a different part of the cliff face, perhaps like towards the waterfall. Just again, like not near the stairs at all. They can just free climb the stuff, right? So they have the cheat modes for climbing all around. But again, they're not hostile at all. They're just watching you. They're just curious. You know.
Do we get to hear? Is there something
Yeah.
unusual?
So finally, you do get to like listen, like auditorially speaking. The falls is now 1,200 feet down, and it's now a dull roar. You can kind of hear each other again very clearly. So as you make it to the top of the stairs, we get to the actual city of Arden Vul. Before you is a 50-foot size road that's all patchy and carved out stone. It's all full of ruined detritus plants. It's not especially clear. The thing that immediately grabs your eye across these ruins, though, is this great pyramid. It's about 500 feet north of you. It is massive. This is the eponymous dungeon site that everyone tells you about.
That's more of a ziggurat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, it's a pyramid with the top cut off.
Yeah, well, it's terraced too, right? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because the gods come down from the sky and they can make it 90% of the way, but they need stairs for the last 10%. So that's why it's a ziggurat.
Yeah. I'm not here to question gods.
Yeah, yeah, only loot from their adherents.
Well, mostly it's ziggurat so it doesn't fall over.
Yeah. So the rest of the city, from what you can see in your vantage point, is that everything has been sort of like concussive blasted to smithereens. So whatever's left is standing has sort of survived sort of like this violent like earthquake blast that seems to be radiate. Like if you could pick a middle point of sort of where that is, it's somewhere towards like the river area, like approximately. But that was
what smoked the city? What smoked the city?
You would know this was from about.
We tell.
This was several millennia ago. What felled this city was the civil war between two groups of philosophical bends. One group wanted to say magic should be taught to the masses. Another group said it should be retained to the elite and the clergy, and should have control over it.
I would ask why no one resettled this, but I can see why, because it's the middle of freaking nowhere.
Yeah. It's also very common that you would know that it was destroyed by dragons.
There we go. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Also, so, all right. Well, hopefully there's still something here after a couple thousand years.
Yeah. So the everything here over these thousands of years is just almost just foundations, ruins. There's occasionally a few spotted stuff. Like for example, the gates that you're about to walk through, because there is a giant perimeter ruin around Arden Vul. Those are intact mostly. The easternmost tower. So there's one on your east, one on your west here. The eastern tower is basically completely fallen, and you can see that from you're going up the cliff face. Like the facade of it on the outside has just crumbled to the inside, leaving basically nothing. The other one seems to be intact, but there's about a 200-foot path that leads to us maybe a larger plaza. So this is kind of like in the middle between the ziggurat and the stairs where you're at. There's sort of like a large, there is a large obelisk standing in the middle that seems to be intact. The roads are sort of flanked by these ruins and bush and, reclaimed by nature. To the west, there's basically swamp ruins. You can see that sort of the river has swollen and slowed and sort of reclaimed parts of what would have been the city based on like the ruins. You can see up beyond the swamp, you can see another obelisk similar to the one that I just described in front of you. Like white, kind of like that sandstony, tall, approximately 100 feet, very tall boy. Yeah.
Eric, when we get to the top of these stairs, can I attempt to propitiate the gods once again? And see if I can
For an omen?
read my omens, yeah. Is that okay?
I don't think you can do it until you rest, if you fail.
I could do it 3 times per day. It's not a spell.
3 times per day.
It's
Oh,
an ability,
go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, have at it.
Ability.
Yeah.
So it is +3.
Yeah.
Oh,
And if it wasn't clear, you can use your omen abilities on other characters to give them luck points instead.
yeah, I knew that as well,
Okay.
but I don't trust this lot.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
13. Okay, I managed to do it this time. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. All right, the gods have finally favored you. Maybe because you made it to it's a good milestone.
I think this is the great. We made the right
Yeah,
decisions on the
right?
stair sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, spiritually speaking. Lovely.
I got a luck token.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Just in case something happens between here and whoever we're trying to get to.
Right. So there is a rumor that there is some sort of inn up here.
Yeah.
If that's true, there's nothing obvious.
Okay.
No, nothing so ascertaining where it is.
Oh yeah,
Perhaps we
no.
could just follow the road and hope for the best.
Well,
Right.
we could find some vantage point. Maybe we could get a better view of
Well, there is that intact
Yeah.
tower as well.
Ziggurat.
or from the ziggurat.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Like
is-
the whole city, like I don't think you can kind of see the whole city based on like where the trees are and stuff like that. But I mean, it's at least 500 feet to the ziggurat as described, right? And the ziggurat's probably like the center of town, more like to your estimation where you're at.
and what time of day is it now?
Let's get a vantage point.
Let's see, it's probably another hour to climb the rest of those stairs there. So we're looking at 4 o'clock,
4 o'clock. Okay.
right? It was 3
Well,
an hour later.
I need to get a vantage point, check it out, and then pedal it.
You can climb up one of those towers that's nearby, right? The two
You
posts.
would like
One of
that,
them's
wouldn't
ruined.
you?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
I'm
would
just
like that,
or
wouldn't you?
yeah, or you
Love
could go
that.
or you maybe could just go or just go up to the ziggurat. I would probably be the easiest way to get a good lay of the land.
I mean,
Well,
if we
I
estimate
propose
it's in the middle,
Yeah, it's probably the most efficient thing to do, isn't it? Go to the ziggurat.
and 500 feet is not that much.
That's not very far at all. That's
Yeah.
like 1 block.
I say we do it.
Do it.
Hang on. Yeah, 500 feet
Let's
is
climb
small.
up and
I think. Hold on.
500 yeah,
I'm off by.
500
I think I'm off by an order of magnitude. I think it's supposed to be
that's like
5,000.
1,500 feet.
5,000 feet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
so about a
50.
mile.
That would be it.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Not a mile, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Thank
Well, I
you.
mean,
Wait a second. I was like, what the?
We need to get a vantage point. How long would it take hour-wise to get to there?
To get to a
1
mile?
mile. That's what, 30 minutes.
A third of a
That's
mile?
like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, a third of an hour, like 20 minutes. That's
I mean,
and that's
yeah,
kind of
let's do
hoofing it a
Let's
little
check
bit.
it out. Let's
Yeah.
I vote for doing that. If the ziggurat looks like we can clamber on it,
Yeah.
and it's in the centre of town, that's going to give us a better view of
It
everything. that's going on.
it has stairs, so
Agreed.
Yeah.
And if we're traveling, maybe we could
Yeah.
look. You said there's is it like a brick road? Is there
Yeah.
sort of
A sandstone road.
Can we see any
yeah, let's do it.
tracks or whether vehicles or persons on this?
No. The road doesn't have a lot of other ways to go though. It's literally like the main thoroughfare boulevard of the city.
Okay.
No, there's no obvious sign of tracks or anything like that. If they are, they're prints that go towards the pyramid, right?
Okay.
Or
Let's go there.
or they go the other way towards the stairs.
Let's check it. Let's just check it out. We need to get to a safe haven. Let's just check it out. We need to get to the inn before it's dark, because when it's dark, if we have a light source, we're a target. So
Okay. Well, nothing accosts you on the way to the ziggurat. However, there are that small troop of baboons that have been following you. You're almost always being watched by baboons.
They're still following us.
Yeah. But they basically stop, like they stop kind of at the obelisk and kind of watch you as you are, very, very, very far away. Just kind of curious to see where you're going. Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
All right. So you go past the obelisk, you go up to the ziggurat, you take the stairs of the ziggurat. The ziggurat has many columns kind of keeping sort of like the roof up. And on the stairs, there's a bunch of random graffiti kind of scrawled on it. The most obvious one in front of somebody would be it's a pornographic sketch of a small male, possibly a halfling, receiving sex from multiple larger men in armor. Leave the specifics to your imagination. Other than that, that's.
Are we sure there's any loot here?
This place, right here on top of the temple. No, this place looks like if there's anything was there, it was been picked dry.
I mean, I didn't say that out loud. It's like if people have enough time to goof around and put this kind of graffiti, there must have been so many people through here already. Like, we're not staying here, are we?
No, we're not staying here.
No.
You've heard.
What can we see when we climb atop?
You've heard rumors of the adventurers that do stay near here in Arden Vul stay at some sort of inn nearby, and you're supposed to look for some sort of room with some sort of head of a statue on it or something, is what people said. That's a rumor from the player's guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. So the columns and stuff that are holding up the roof have some sort of details on it, but we're not worried about that. We're looking out abound, taking in the survey of the entirety of Arden Vul. A few things of note. So the answer is whether or not do you see this place that you're looking for? And the answer is yes. It is on the very far side of town. There's smoke coming out of a room of a building that seems to have some sort of statue and people around loitering outside. They're the first people you've seen in a very long time, right? That are not monstrous immediately. Furthermore, you can see from on top of here, you can see across the swampy lake interior, you can see there's sort of like an island area in the middle of that swamp lake that seems to have a massive ruin in it, connected by a couple bridges. And following that, you can see even more and more swamp going down into the southeast corner. To the northeast is more barren and sparse. You can see that it's sort of grasslands to the edge of the walls. You can see that there is sort of like one large building intact, like a longhouse intact. But other than that, there's some.
It's to the east, Eric, was it?
Southeast? No, to the west.
To the west.
So you're looking. I imagine you took the path, you went up the stairs, and you're looking towards the west now. Or I guess I don't know if you're looping around. You'll see to the east there is a couple ruins to the east. There's a couple ruins to the east that are points of interest I would flag, as well as some additional ruined towers that are on the perimeter wall, right? But going Widdershins around from the east, so now towards the north, you can see that there is a separate gatehouse intact following the road to the edge of the town. And then the wall continues towards the, I guess like your 11 o'clock position or so, where it connects to the river. And right where the river connects to that wall, you can see that sort of the smoke and the people hanging out outside, like a small gardens set up out there, like a little bit of a farm. Clearly, like this must be a safe place.
Eric, I just want to say I appreciate you using the word Widdershins.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Whilst we're on the pyramid, is there any obvious entrances on the top of the pyramid? Is there any way to get into this pyramid that we can see?
Oh yeah. When I was focusing on your query of surveying rather than the specifics of the pyramid.
So we now know the general direction of the inn.
Oh yeah, so there is a massive statue of one of the old gods. For you would know it's Thoth. It's an ibis-headed humanoid wearing one of those nice pharaonic type headdresses with a face of a bird with a massive beak, right? Long pointy boy. Both of his both of his eyes are like these like grapefruit sized jewels. Striking. In his hand is a massive ankh. Let's say it's his left hand. Or sorry, no, in his waist. In his waist is this ankh.
Wait, how tall did you say it was?
Oh, like
The
about
statue.
150 feet tall.
Whoa.
It's massive.
yeah.
Yeah, this entire
Huge.
structure here is like a couple hundred feet tall. Like think of like a I'm being American for a second, but I kind of think of like the Jefferson Monument, like in DC. Like it's massive. But it's like almost like twice as tall as that. It's huge.
Where this is on the pyramid.
Yeah, this is at the very
no.
top of the pyramid when you went
On
up.
top of the pyramid.
Yeah. And when you get on the top of the pyramid, there's an additional stone structure on the top of the pyramid, right? And it's sort of set up by these large what are they called? Corinthian columns, with a sort of like a flat-based roof. So it's and inside this structure, you can see that on the far side is this massive, massive statue of this ancient god Thoth. Now you probably understand why people called this the Pyramid of Thoth.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
Should we just pedal it towards the inn? I mean, do we have time?
Well,
If
I
something attacks us on the way, we're gonna be effed.
Well, I think we should make our way to the inn with all due haste. But I just wondered if we could see an obvious entrance into the pyramid without
Yeah.
spending a lot of time like crawling all over it.
There's no there's no obvious doors or anything like that to this to the dungeon from up here. Whoever told you to do that hasn't get it seems they're just open to a flat area to this the spot. The obvious signs for any sort of treasure, murals, stuff, anything of value has been long pecked over.
Okay. But the rumor
the
way in.
There were some symbols. There were some symbols and art of note to find, but that required some time to investigate. As you were coming up, you were kind of curious. I got the impression that you all were in the rush to go look up and look out and scout to find this place. So I ignored that.
Yeah, we were.
And I think I indicated that. But just so you know, I'm not trying to. If you want to say differently, that's fine.
No, I think I would rather come back tomorrow or whenever I'm next.
Fair.
To look at these things in more detail if it's getting late. I think we should proceed to the inn now, or what we imagine is the inn.
Agreed.
If we can, I mean, we should look left and right to see if there's anything more of interest when we're on foot. But yeah.
I feel like I should probably give a handout or something for like a rough point of interest rather than a full proper map for you all. Just be like, hey, like there's some things here as well as other things. But okay, yeah. So, anyways, we're going to proceed.
Good time.
Yeah. I mean, it's my first time running it, and I wanted to do it really lightly as a GM, so like I wasn't exactly sure how much I should do, and the answer is I should do more. So that's fine. Okay. Yeah.
Breaking up.
Okay. So we're gonna. Are you gonna take like a beeline towards the inn, or are you gonna take the road? Because the road doesn't align with the inn. The inn is following the bend of the walls. It's further away, so the straightest shot would be through sort of the ruins and the woods rather than the road.
Well, it doesn't cut through the swamp, does it?
No, it begins to border like the swamp, but you can kind of just follow the part that's still solid to get you there.
I mean, time-wise,
spots. I mean, is it dark and shadowy with lots of tight corners?
I think probably from up there you will be passing several ruins. So if something was waiting there and got your whiff and was hungry or something like that, it's risky. On the straight road, it might it might be a little longer, but like it's clear. You can see everything around.
Guys, we're in good health. We got a light load. I say we take the road.
Take the road.
I agree.
Yeah.
My one hit point agrees.
Let's take the road.
All right. Cool. All right. You couldn't really tell from the top of the ziggurat, but those north towers are pretty well intact. Maybe you thought that just by luck that they survived. They actually look, upon getting closer, that they appear to be almost reconstructed and repaired. New wooden doors and battlements have been sort of replaced along this sort of gate, and waving at you from atop the sort of middle part of the tower structure that connects the two towers is several armed bowmen. They raise their bow at you. Similar to what you did the baboons, like hey, like we're up here.
We're up here. Don't start anything. Yep, sounds good.
Yeah, like before shouting range, right? Like they're showing you, we're not.
Well, they also don't issue us any challenges or anything, which is also good.
No, not at all. Once you're in shouting range, yeah. All right, once you're within shouting range, they're gonna hark and be like, "Are you looking for rest?"
Aye.
I'm gonna answer in.
Yeah, this is when I poke the old man because he's the senior. It's like, say yes.
You want me to? Yeah. Yes, please. We seek the inn. We've heard rumors of an inn.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could show us the way.
They speak with Thorkin accents. Oh yeah. Well, you're in luck then. The safest place in Arden Vul. They said the broken head. They call out and they point just beyond. Like pointing towards the structure that you identified earlier, right? But you can't really see it from your point. But they're like saying, like, yeah, come this way. You're going the right way.
Oh, thank you, friends. How much further is it?
Not long at all. A couple hundred, a football field. 100 yards. I don't know how people talk. How you would describe it. I could shoot it from here. Is probably what they would say. Right. Bow's reach.
Well, thank you. We will be there imminently.
Yeah. Now, so as you get close to them, a handful of them. So there's 4 of them that kind of come down and they kind of block your path a little bit. And they say, "Now you wouldn't happen to have any change for the weary here."
What's all this?
A tip would be nice. Is customary,
Well, it's been a long and trying. It's been a long and trying day. We've had many encounters on the stairs coming here. Yeah. We seek just a peaceful bed, but I may have a few silvers for you. I say.
Yeah. They don't tell you how much the bribe. Yeah, they don't tell you how much the bribe would be. A good bribe would be a silver piece.
How many of them are there?
There's 4.
I will give them 4 silver pieces.
2 of them are.
Yeah. Basically, you're buying their drinks for the night. You know what I mean? So they will be happy to do that. Yeah. Okay. You give a silver piece each.
Thank you, friends.
Yeah.
Enjoy your drink.
Thank you for your generosity. Means a lot. Perhaps with additional tips, we might be able to secure the other parts of Arden Vul. And the stairs won't be as taxing, they say.
We can but hope.
Yeah, they let you proceed. Is fun. You get the impression that these fighters, if you would have stiff-armed them, they wouldn't have done anything. They're weak.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not a terrible person.
Yeah. But out there, everyone wants a little bit.
I'm keen to make friends. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not fussed about a few silvers.
Great. So then we make it to the sign of the broken head. There is a roadhouse. I'm too tired to think of the dimensions. It's probably like 30 feet by 50 feet or so. Like very long, very tall, or very wide. Sorry, it is longer than it is wide. That's what I'm trying to say. Connected to it is a stable. Connected off that is a garden. There's a small little like defensive fence around it as well. And you can see that there's a couple other like adventure types kind of loitering outside. As they see you come by and stuff, they give you a wave and stuff.
Wave back.
Yeah. Welcome to a safe spot. So anyone who doesn't have a luck point, go ahead and give yourselves a luck point for finding a new safe spot.
Yay! Did I start with luck points?
No. They persist
I have
though until
one.
yeah. You can only have one. It's an on or off thing.
I have the one.
Yeah. They persist indefinitely. You can cash them in for a reroll. They cannot be gifted to other people, with the exception of some classes like the Bard or the Seer's Oracle abilities.
I can only have one, but it persists indefinitely.
Yeah. All right. The inn is run by a pair of Thorkin adventurers. They're partners in crime. A guy by the name of Krenos and his wife Estelle. Estelle is also a priestess of Mitra for you, Galathrax. Much more experienced in the arts. She knows the secrets of the sixth door. If that helps you. You only know the stuff of the first door.
Hawken will stretch and head for the bar. How many people are inside?
Ooh, this place is pretty packed. You're looking at about 30 people inside, of various, rough and tumble lots. The world is full of adventurers like yourselves looking to make it big here.
All right, I will produce.
Men of business.
I will produce 4 gold, and I will buy a round of drinks for the house.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if that's gonna cut it for everyone. That's fine. I don't care.
You're
4,
rich, man.
Yeah, 4 is fine.
You got sling money.
As long as I get my
Sling money. Mm-hmm. So,
No, Hawken is
there-
Hawken is broke. He just loves to spend money.
okay. Yeah, I think I was gonna say. I think Kronos probably wants to ask you. What's this? Big spender. What did you find in the dungeons this day?
The dungeons. Well, we just came up the stairs. I've just got a few gold pieces burning a hole in my pocket.
Oh,
This is,
newcomers! He looks around to the rest of the group like newcomers, and everybody's like, "Oh, newcomers!" Like you're fresh meat. Like you're the new kids showing up to the established school. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So everyone's sizing you all up. Cool. As we probably
I would like to approach the Kronos.
Yeah.
Kronos, was he?
Yeah.
And I need a room, so yeah, cut to the chase. Need somewhere to sleep.
Yeah. Wow.
So
He sizes you up, and you probably
what's there?
yeah. He sizes
5 of us, or
he sizes you up and says, well, there's private rooms are spoken for. You can see we're pretty packed here. You can sleep in the public space. That's fine. For your fee.
yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind. What's the fee?
I don't worry about it, because at this point I don't know how to do that with West Marches and new players and starting in spots. But we'll worry about it later. Out of game.
Yeah, because it's like I'm piss poor, so I need
Yeah.
to manage it. So it's like I got 2 GP, 7 silver pieces. So if I can adventure for I don't know how long, I'm gonna have to take up work for them or something. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll
Figure something out.
Exactly. We'll figure it out. But nice. Good work, y'all.
I made it. We didn't get to the dungeon.